you got my spot. I hope you keeping it warm. I'm headed straight to the top. My homie, you have been warned. I be working, yeah, I be working, I be working, yeah, I be working, I be working, hey, I be working, hey, I be working. All these haters be looking.
Yo, what's going on to all my legends out there? It's your boy TP. I'm Legend, the Young Legend, back in the building once again with another video. If you look at my background, you see that sign right there, that WWE sign, so you already know what I'm about to tap into. This is WWE SummerSlam 2026 recap / review. So make sure you tell a friend to come check out this video, man. All right, real quick, I just want to tap into the fact that they were sponsored this weekend by Gears of War E-Day, new game coming up. So if you're into Gears of War, I saw some of the commercials for that. It's gonna be fire. So if I were you, I would definitely tap into that, check it out, see what it's hitting for. I want to give a shout out to WWE, man. They cooked this weekend, in my opinion. They really did cook, and you'll understand why as you continue to watch the video. SummerSlam this year took place in Minnesota Vikings. If you paid attention to the logo, if you're a WWE watcher, you paid attention to the logo, you saw that they had the Viking helmet in the logo. I thought that was phenomenal. All right, so, and then I want to talk about the big screen, you know, where the superstars walk out when they come from the gorilla to head down to the ring. That screen was massive. It's probably one of the best setups I've seen in a while, and I've watched a few PLEs since 2023, and man, that was probably one of the best setups I've seen in a while. All right, if you hear pages flipping, it's because I took notes. I took care of business. So we're gonna jump right into this, man. Let me tell you, this weekend was phenomenal from beginning to the end. We got some surprises, we got some stuff that took place, and I'm here to tell y'all about it, man. So enjoy, man. All right, so first we're gonna go with Iyo Sky and Liv Morgan. Personally, I thought Iyo Sky would win this match, especially with Rhea Ripley being out on injury, but apparently WWE had other plans, which honestly, that's probably what makes this brand what it is. You expect one thing, you see some stuff taking place, and then boom, they hit you with a surprise. All right. So Liv Morgan won that match to retain, which does not surprise me. All right, the match that I was really looking forward to seeing, with the exception of Obafemi and Brock Lesnar, which I will get into later, was the 6-man tag team match. All right, so the Bloodline, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. Bro, I was wrong again, because I really wanted the Bloodline to win this match, especially Jacob Fatu, man. Jacob Fatu is my guy, man. I'm a huge Jay fan. If anybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge Jay fan, but it's just something different about that guy, Jacob Fatu, man. And let me tell you, I'm disappointed that they didn't win, but I gotta give all three of those guys on the other team their props, especially LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. LA Knight wins the match with a BFT, and the rest is history. I got to give it to Solo, though, because Solo is funny, man. You know, if anybody who's watched, he used to be the enforcer for the Bloodline under Roman Reigns. And then, of course, he got off of that, and then he did the MFT, and now he's off of the MFT, and he's just doing his own thing. And I actually can appreciate and respect the fact that he's doing that. He's doing it with ease, because Jay Uso usually does the running back thing, and Solo got into his bag when he did it, and I mean, the crowd went crazy. So shout out to Solo, man, holding it down, man. All right, so the next thing we had was I wouldn't necessarily say shocking, but definitely was something I didn't see coming, but I can appreciate and respect that as well. We had Nick Aldis versus Gunther. I absolutely thought they would allow Nick Aldis to win that match. I thought that's how it would be called. But I mean, the way things are going for Gunther, man, there's absolutely no reason why they would give Nick Aldis that win. But I can appreciate the fact that the WWE gave Nick Aldis an opportunity to get back in that ring, you know, after I think they said it's been about 3 years for him, which is, in WWE, that's a long time. I mean, he looked like he still works out, he does his thing, so that's good for him. But right now they have Gunther listed as the career killer, and with him being listed as the career killer, it's kind of hard to get over that. It's gonna be hard to beat this guy, one-on-one anyway. So as a shout out to Gunther, he made Nick Aldis tap out. I'm not the biggest fan of Gunther, but he is absolutely hilarious. So you can only appreciate and respect that. Next, we had the Bella Twins, Brie and Nikki, teaming up with Paige against Fatal Influence. Now, Fatal Influence was very surprising, at least for me, because they literally just, excuse me, y'all. They literally popped on the scene. I started watching NXT, and then once Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams and Oba and Javon Evans, once they moved up to the main roster, I took a step back. I might have to tap back into it, but I'm 100% certain Fatal Influence came back from, came from NXT, right? Fatal Influence, I called that. I knew they would win. Now, with them winning that match, Brie and Nikki, they turned on Paige. Now, I kind of sort of saw that coming simply because Brie was hurt. Brie got hurt in a match when she first came back. So, of course, now that she's back, why would they keep them together as a trio? They had Paige and Nikki drop the belts. So, of course, if Brie is back, there's no need for them to stay as a trio. So, it's going to be interesting to see what storyline they cook up with the way they did Paige, man. That was absolutely crazy. That next match we had, man, was Cody versus CM Punk. I absolutely thought Cody was going to win this match. First of all, let me say, with Cody and the CM Punk match, if you're not familiar with it yet, Street Fighter is coming out October 16th of this year. Cody is in that movie. Roman Reigns is in that movie, which I think is phenomenal. You got Jason Momoa is also going to be in it. He's playing Blanca. I think that movie is going to be phenomenal. They've been promoting it for a while now, so I'm looking forward to see what happens. I'm thinking Cody will win over CM Punk. Nah. He definitely didn't. Throughout the match, we noticed that CM Punk had a knee injury. I thought that would affect him. Clearly, it didn't. He was still able to do it. There was a time where Cody went for a Cody Cutter, and he took out the ref. And then it just went ill from there with the referee down, CM Punk out of the ring at that point. Then, of course, my guy, I hear voices in my... Randy Orton comes out and he RKOs Cody. And then CM Punk hits him with not one, but two go to sleeps to win that match. I am very happy and excited to see Randy Orton back in the building. I'm looking forward to see what the WWE is going to cook up now that my guy is back. And then we get to the Hell in a Cell with Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. That is the final event of night one. And let me tell you, I chose Obafemi to win, and I was right. All right. So going into Hell in a Cell, Brock Lesnar is 2-0 in Hell in a Cell, okay? He's 2-0. But he was no match for Obafemi. And the thing I respect the most about Brock Lesnar is even with this entire buildup of their matches where they both went into Hell in a Cell 1-1. Not only was Oba able to end Brock Lesnar's Hell in a Cell record, it pays homage and dividend to the fact that Brock Lesnar was able to do the same to The Undertaker. It's crazy. But I love the storytelling of it all. And at the end of that match, of course, Brock points to himself and says, this is the past. Then he points to Oba and says, this is the future. I knew this was coming. I'm a huge Trick Williams fan. I'm a huge Javon Evans fan. But it is just something about Obafemi. Obafemi has that it factor. He's going to be that guy for quite some time. I'm telling you. He's going to be that guy for quite some time. And then shout out to Trick Williams and Liv Morgan on that Chase Bank commercial, man. It was pretty funny in my opinion. So great job to them, man. All right, let's get into night two, man. Night two. So of course Sami Zayn is on this warpath because CM Punk was able to come back after being gone for a good minute. He came back last time they were in Chicago. he fought Sammy. He took the belt off Sammy after Sammy won it. Sammy didn't even hold it for a full 2 weeks. So of course, after that moment, Sammy was hot. They've been doing all this back and forth thing. So the match with Gunther and Nick Aldis stemmed from Nick Aldis, or Gunther feeling like Nick Aldis always was jumping in things. So of course Nick Aldis was like, so Gunther was always pushing him, putting his hand on, again, storytelling. But of course, Aldis was like, I'm gonna jump in this. At the end of night one, Nick Aldis handed Triple H his letter of resignation, because once he got into the ring, he gave up his management position. Triple H ripped up the letter and said, I'm not accepting this, you're reinstated. Cool. And then night two comes, and the first thing Nick Aldis says is, you know what? Being a manager now, I'm calling everything. Being a better manager, I'm calling everything down the middle. We get Gunther to come out and join the match between Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. Now it's a triple threat match. So we thought. Then Nick Aldis says, hold on, we got one more person joining. And who comes out? KO, who suffered a neck injury when he battled Cody months ago, man. But he comes back. We all thought his neck was broke. We thought he was done. He comes back. He wins the #1 contender spot. And now it's him versus CM Punk. I am looking forward to that match. I'm not sure if Randy Orton is going to get involved in that as well, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to seeing what KO is going to do. So shout out to KO, man, because I'm going to be honest. I had Finn Balor winning that until that announcement was made. So that was crazy. And that was a great way to open up night two, man. And then, okay, he returned to the WWE. He stuns, no pun intended, but he hits Sami Zayn with a stunner, and he covers him. He becomes the #1 contender for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Crazy. Next, we get Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams. This was very upsetting for me, as I am a big Trick Williams fan, man. That sucked to see my guy lose, man. But I'm looking forward to see what the WWE has in store for Trick Williams, because he is a phenomenal wrestler. He hit Trick with the End of Days, and he was able to win. Not only did he hit him with the End of Days, but let's not forget when the ref was distracted, he hit him with the belt, which I thought was crazy. But kudos to him, I guess. But I definitely was looking forward to Trick winning that match. Now, we talk about the women's ladder match so they can crown an interim WWE Women's Champ. Now, this match it was phenomenal. I mean, these women put on a show. We had Tiffy Time, we had Tiffany, we had Lash Legend, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, and then we had Charlotte Flair. I personally wanted to see Jane win this. But let me tell you something about Chelsea Green. She is a phenomenal wrestler. Shout out to my boy Matt Cardona, a.k.a. Zack Ryder. If you know, you know. That's his wife. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Even with B-Fab and Michin coming out to try to help Jade win, she still lost. Now, let me say once again, that was a phenomenal match. But it's just something about the crowd when it comes to Chelsea Green. The fans love Chelsea Green, and I got nothing but the utmost respect for her. She definitely holds it down. She is phenomenal. I wasn't expecting it, but again, because the fans love her so much, because she's such a workhorse, of course, things went exactly how they were supposed to go. Now you got Danhausen and Dominic Mysterio for a Human Money's on the pole. Listen, bro, I don't know what that means, and I was skeptical with Danhausen at first coming into the WWE, man. I mean, when he came out at, I think it was a WrestleMania Night 2, bro, I was like, bro, they wild for this. Then I was like, all right, he growing on me, because it's funny. His skits are funny, and he can actually wrestle, bro, so it's pretty cool. Basically, this match was in one of the rings of the corner. In one of the corners of the ring, they had a pole. On that pole was a bag of money. Danhausen was able to win that match. It is what it is. I personally chose him to win because I knew how that was going to go. That was just a given. That was a given. It was pretty cool, man. He had the mini Danhausen's come out. They had one in particular. I should have wrote his name down. I forgot to write his name down, but Michael Cole called it a few times. He kind of gave JD McDonough the business. It was crazy. But shout out to Danhausen, and then he took the money. He was throwing it to the crowd. It was pretty good, man. Phenomenal to see. And then, of course, we had Chad Gable versus Penta. Again, if you've been following the story, Chad Gable was on a quest to find the best luchador and learn all their secrets, and that's when he became El Grande Americano, and he was doing his luchador thing for a while, but then he had a mask versus mask match on under AAA, which is also a phenomenal brand that I'm getting into more. He lost that match. He became Chad Gable again, came back now here at SummerSlam, and he beat Penta, which was also very surprising because lately Penta was on a historical run before that match. He made him tap out with the ankle lock. So I got to give Chad Gable his props. That was his 6th or 7th time competing for that belt, and he finally got a chance to win, man. And then, of course, as we approach the end of night 2, the final night, we got Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, and I called it. Roman Reigns pulled it off. Make sure you put your ones in the sky. Put your ones in the sky for the Tribal Chief, man. Questions that I had going into this match. Will the Bloodline get involved? All right. Will the Street Profits get involved? Because if you've been paying attention, the Street Profits have been coming out a lot. With Seth helping them and them helping him sometimes. It was pretty crazy. And then I also wondered if The Rock would return. But shout out to Seth Rollins for his references to the Shield. And then they all, throughout this entire match, it was the back and forth. It was the Shield. They talking about how for 12, 14 years ago, how Seth turned on Roman and the rest of the Shield. He hit Roman in the back with a chair. And that chair has been the story for the last couple of years. And Roman had a chance to use it tonight, but he didn't. He just won. Referee got knocked out a few times in that particular match. And, man, let me tell you, they put on a show. I knew it would happen like that. So shout out to those guys. They did that, man. They both put each other through through the announcer table. So there are 2 tables, and they each put each other through one. There was almost a count out, but they all made it back, and they both made it back in the ring at like 9.5 seconds. It was crazy. And, man, they both, of course, took an opportunity to use each other's move, paid homage to the Shield, which was a group that included the both of them along with Dean Ambrose, who's now in TNA. Listen, man, SummerSlam 2026 was phenomenal. If you have an opportunity, man, tap into this WWE stuff, man. I know a lot of people like to sell this. Oh, it's fake, man. Let me tell you what Paul Heyman taught me. It is called performance art. I don't care that it is scripted. I don't care about none of that. Let me tell you what Denzel said in Training Day. 95% of it is bullshit, but it's entertaining. You can say what you want to say, but the storylines, the way these people are putting their lives and bodies on the line, I will always respect and appreciate it. And I love a good storyline. And I love their interests. The music is phenomenal. If you don't like it, that's on you. But you are missing out on some phenomenal stuff. It's your boy Tay P. I'm Legend Man, a Young Legend. I am signing out of this particular video. Thank you so much for tapping in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. Tell a friend and tell a friend. It's your boy Tay P. I am Legend. Y'all be good out here. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. You dig?